welcome to yet another episode of Ins and Outs. I'm your show host, Andrew Botros. Today we are joined by some of the youth from St. Mark's Church again in Sydney, Australia. To my right we have Team Blue with Maureen, Bishoy and Andrew. Welcome to the show, guys. And to my left we have Team Red with Rebecca, Chris and Chantel. Welcome to the show as well. This show is a trivia-based show with 5 rounds of general ability and biblical questions focusing on Acts chapter 17 and 18. Each correct question will yield you 10 points and each incorrect question will minus 10 points from your total score. You will both be starting off on 100 points each. We're starting off round 1 with 5 questions just for Team Blue. Let's begin. Name 3 countries beginning with I.
Ireland,
Indonesia,
India.
That is correct. What 2 groups of philosophers debated with Paul in Athens?
no idea.
Incorrect.
The Babylonians and the Phoenicians.
That's incorrect. Epicurean and Stoic philosophers. Which country won the first ever Football World Cup?
Italy.
Incorrect. It was Uruguay. The smallest bones in the body are located where?
In the ear.
Correct. According to Acts chapter 18, what was Paul's other job besides being an apostle?
Tent maker.
That is correct. Well done, Team Blue. You guys are on 110 points. Now 5 questions to Team Red. Name 3 countries beginning with the letter U.
Uruguay.
Uganda? Is it Uganda? Yeah, that's the one.
Uzbekistan.
That is correct. Well done. In Acts chapter 17, how many Sabbaths did Paul reason with the Jews in the synagogue of Thessalonica?
3.
That is correct. Which country has played in every World Cup to date?
Uruguay.
That is incorrect. It's Brazil. What is the powerhouse of a cell?
Mitochondria. Oh.
That is correct, minus the buzzer. You don't need that. How long, according to Acts chapter 18, did Paul spend in Corinth?
1 year.
Correct, it was 1.5 years. Well done, first round. Both teams are on 110 points and we've got a draw. We're now starting off with round 2, 1 minute on the clock. Everyone's hands on the buzzers. 60 seconds starting now. What is the smallest country in the world? Number 6.
Vatican City.
Correct. How many ribs are in a human body? Number 2.
14.
Incorrect. 24. In Acts chapter 17, what was the name of a man whom Jesus thought was harboring Paul and Silas in Thessalonica? Number 5.
Jason.
Correct. What is the name of the most recent supercontinent, Rhodina or Pangaea? Number 3. Correct. Who was David's son that started a rebellion against him? Number 5.
Jesse.
Incorrect. Absalom. How many Champions League titles did Real Madrid have? Number 5.
3.
13. Incorrect. Who was the Corinthian synagogue leader in Acts 18 who believed in the Lord with his entire household? Number 6.
Gallio.
Incorrect. Crispus. What is the tallest breed of the dog in the world?
Great Dane.
That is correct. Which of Shakespeare's plays is the longest? Number 2.
Hamlet.
Correct. How many siblings does Joseph have? Number 3.
11.
Correct. Bill Gates is the founder of which company? Number 5.
Microsoft.
Correct. How many pyramids of Giza were made? Number 3.
3.
Correct. Which game includes the phrase, do not pass, do not collect $200? Number 5.
Monopoly.
Correct. What is the name of the Earth's largest ocean? Number 3.
Pacific Ocean.
That is correct. And lastly, what is the smallest ocean in the world? Number 3.
Indian Ocean.
Incorrect, it's the Arctic Ocean. We're now starting off round 3, true or false round, hands on the buzzers, starting now. True or false, Isaac Newton discovered the law of conservation of number 3.
False.
Correct, he discovered the laws of motion and gravity. Number 2,
Not
true or
right.
false, Africa is the driest continent, true or false? Number 2.
No, it's Antarctica.
Correct. True or false? The city which Paul preached to Areopagus was Thessalonica. Number 3.
True.
Incorrect. It's false. It was Athens. Isaac Newton invented calculus. True or false? Number
False.
2. Incorrect. It's true. True or false? Solomon prayed for patience from God. True or false? Number 3.
False.
Correct. Give back the wisdom. True or false? Lightning is hotter than the sun's surface. Number 1.
False.
It's incorrect. It's true. While complimenting the people for their religiousness in Athens, Paul mentioned an altar with his number 5.
True.
Incorrect. It's false. True or false? Diabetes develops as a result of a problem with the liver.
False.
Number 2. False. That is correct. It's actually the pancreas. True or false? Solomon had 500 wives. Number 3.
False.
That's correct. He had 700 wives. Last question. 2 to the power of 6 is 128. True or false? Number 2.
False.
That is correct. 2 to the power of 6 is actually 64. And that concludes round 3. Well done, Team Blue, smashing it on 180 points, and Team Red just closely behind on 110 points. We're now starting off with round 4, testing your memory. Everybody listening attentively to the passage I'm about to read. Starting now. Abba Shnuda was born in Achmim. His father was a farmer who owned many flocks of sheep. Abba Shnuda grew up, and his father entrusted him with the care of the sheep, and he tended the sheep and spent his days in fasting. His father took him to his uncle Amba Bigol to bless him, and he laid his hands on the boy's head and said, "You bless me, my child, for you will be a father of many peoples." His father left him with his uncle and returned home. One day he heard a voice from heaven saying, "Shnuda has become the Archmendrite." Archmendrite is a title of honor, one level lower than bishop. Since that time he exerted himself with many worships and was very disciplined. When his uncle departed, Amba Shnuda replaced him. He then required that monks sign a pledge before joining the monastery. The number of monks during his days reached 1,800, and again Amba Shnuda built another monastery, and the number of monks reached 2,200. This monastery is still standing and is known as the monastery of Amba Shnuda. Amba Shnuda became a shining light to all the world with his sermons, discourses, and canons that he put for the good of the monks, hierarchies, and men and women. He attended the council of the 200 that gathered at Ephesus with the Holy Father Ambacrolus the 24th, and he admonished Nestorius the heretic. Before his departure, he asked his disciples to support him so that he might worship his Creator. He worshipped God and then commanded them to follow his footsteps and told them, "I commit to you God." Then he departed in peace. His earthly struggle ended when he was 118 years old on the 7th of Abib, which corresponds to the 14th of July in the year 451 AD. Alright, 10 questions starting now. Where was Abba Shnuda born? Number 3.
Achmim.
Correct. What was Abba Shnuda's uncle's name? Number 3. Incorrect, it was Abba Bigol.
Oh, I knew it.
Next question. What is the next level in the hierarchy? Number 2.
Archmendrite.
Correct. Bishop. What did Abba Shnuda require monks to do before coming to the monastery? Number 3.
Sign a pledge.
Correct. What was the largest amount of monks present at the monastery? Number 3.
2,200.
Correct. Who was given the title heretic in this passage? Number 3.
Nestorius.
Correct. Who replaced Abba Bigol as the head of the monastery? Number 3.
Abba Shnuda.
Correct. What did Abba Shnuda tell his followers right before he passed away? Number 5.
Never give up.
Incorrect. It was "I commit you to God." Was the monastery of Saint Shnuda destroyed? Number 3.
No.
That's correct. It is still standing.
I've been there.
How old was Amba Shnuda when he passed away? Number 3.
118.
Correct. What was its score? Well done to both teams. Round 4 is completed. Team Blue is on 230 points. Maureen, you could have done a lot better. And Team Blue is on 100 points, and they just started on 100. We're now up to our last round. 1 minute, free for all, hands on the buzzers.
Alright,
Let's
just
start
go all
now.
out. It doesn't matter.
It's anyone's game, really.
3, 2,
We can
1.
still win.
What is a community of ants called? Number 5.
Colony.
Correct. What famous queen came to visit Solomon? Number 5.
Elizabeth.
Incorrect. It was the Queen of Sheba. How many hearts does an octopus have? Number 2.
It's 2.
Incorrect. It's 3. What's the hardest rock? Number 5.
Uluru. Obsidian.
That is incorrect. It's a diamond.
Oh, yeah.
What is the prayer that monks usually pray in the Agbeya? Number 5.
Veil prayer.
That is correct. How many eyes does a bee have? Number 2.
There's a bee.
Incorrect, they have 5 eyes. What is the only continent with land in all 4 hemispheres? Number 5.
Africa.
That is correct.
Yes.
Next. What did Laban make Jacob do to finally marry Rachel? Number 3.
Wait, another 7 years?
Correct. Kyrie Irving, a basketball player, was born in which country? Number 5.
Australia.
That is correct. Which country won the first ever FIFA World Cup? Number 5.
Uruguay.
That is correct. Last question. What color jersey is worn by the winners of each stage of the Tour de France? Number 5.
Yellow.
That is correct. And that concludes our final round of ins and outs. Well done to both teams.
And the winner is...
Thank you guys all so much for joining us. We'll see you again on our next episode of Ins and Outs. Have a good night and God bless.